UI on your Samsung Galaxy A50 and wanted to try a pure Google experience with some tweaks but can't find a way to root your Samsung Galaxy A50. So let me show you. Welcome to Pinnacle Tech. I hope you enjoy this video. Take a backup before rooting. I have performed this with my own risk. If you are doing this, then it's yours. First, if you want to root your device, the bootloader should be unlocked. For the bootloader should be unlocked, go to the settings, go to about phone, software information, and click on build number for several times until you see this. If you are protected with the PIN or a password, you'll get this. If you are not, automatically the developer options will be enabled. Now let me give my PIN and let's get started. I already gave my PIN, so developer mode has been enabled. So let me go to the developer mode, and here you can find a thing like OEM unlocking where it says allow the bootloader to be unlocked. So click on this. It will ask for the PIN again, so give your PIN. I gave my PIN and it will become like allow OEM unlocking. So you just click enable and it will be enabled. After this, you need to switch off your mobile like this. After switching it off, take a USB which is connected to the PC and hold both the power buttons and connect this PC. Until you get this warning sign. After getting this warning sign, click the hold up button and hold it until you get this unlock bootloader warning sign. So click the volume up button so it will automatically restart, and you should get this warning sign if the bootloader is unlocked successfully. So I'm gonna boot it. Now it will perform a factory reset. Don't worry, I said you should back up your files before doing this. So after this booting, I will show you. So as you can see, my phone is setting up, and I'll be back when the phone completely sets up and comes to the setup guide. As you can see, the phone has booted up. So to set up, give all the permissions because we're not gonna stay in one UI. Let it load and connect it with your Wi-Fi because KG polynomial is a situation that you'll cause without connecting to the Wi-Fi, and the unlocking bootloader will not be visible for 4 or 5 days. So I highly recommend you to connect to a Wi-Fi or the mobile data. As you can see, I'm connecting it to the Wi-Fi and my Wi-Fi is connected. So let's proceed, and please wait for the setup to complete. And remember, you don't need to fill in any of the Google or Samsung account because you'll not be staying in the one UI. So the setup has been completed. Don't copy, and this will come just a second. And checking info. So it is asking for a Google account, so let me just skip this. You might accept to these, so that's a no-brainer. Skip. I don't want any of these apps, so okay. It will say you get recommended apps, but I don't recommend to get it from here. So skip the logging in into Samsung account and finish. Okay, let it just set up and I'll be back. As you can see, my phone has just booted into the home screen. So let me go to settings, about the phone, software information, and enable the developer option. So this time I have no password, so that's why developer mode has been strictly enabled. And go back, developer options. Now you should see that OEM unlocking bootloader already unlocked. If you don't see this, perform do lock the bootloader and unlock it another time, that is known as KG polynomial. If you don't connect it to the internet, you'll have that. And go down, enable USB debugging for safe side. Okay, now power off. Okay, sorry, I enabled Bixby. Power off the phone, and let's get into the download mode. For to get into download mode, you should connect it to a PC and press the volume up and down button until you get this warning sign. So I'm just gonna continue, and coming to the PC part, it detects it. Go to the Odin, the link is in the description. Go to the Odin and you'll get a message like this. Just ignore it, you'll get it like this. First go to the options and untick auto reboot, then go to the logs, go to the AP partition, desktop. I have saved it in A50 root folder. You can save it like this also. Mine is running on One UI 2.0, so that's why I am flashing this TWRP QQ BTC4 Magisk patch. So basically there are two types of TWRPs, Magisk patch and not Magisk patched. Basically the difference between these two are, in Magisk patch you will have the TWRP integrated with the Magisk. So if you flash this, TWRP as well as the Magisk manager will also be flashed. So I'm gonna go with this. As you can see, added, and let's start. So this might take 5 minutes or 5 seconds to flash, and after this remove this cable up, and now turn off volume down plus power key for more than 7 seconds, and immediately switch from volume down to volume up. You might have this warning over here, just don't mind, it is not a harm if you've done it correctly. Voila, you have TWRP recovery. So this appears, so swipe for the modifications. I recommend you first go to the settings, prompt to and disable this one. After that disable stream timeout, because if the stream timeout is enabled, you'll basically it's a bug in TWRP in A50 that you will not be able to recover the brightness which is set. So this is encrypted. I'll show you how to decrypt it. Go to the micro SD A50 and flash this multi disabler. After flashing this multi disabler, go to wipe factory format data, click yes, done. It is formatting data, and now let me reboot to recovery again. As you can see, TWRP just popped up, and this will come several times, but just wipe and go to wipe, advanced wipe, click Drawing Art Cache and Cache Data System. If you are gonna flash a GSI, if you are not gonna flash a GSI, just do it into the system and continue setting up your One UI 2. Go to home, install, I have this stored in my micro SD card. So A50 install image. I have this Evolution X 4.1.69. So I'll flash this. Many other ROMs are available for Samsung Galaxy A50. If you're interested, you can try Havoc 3.4, which has the face unlock. And sadly, the truth about this GSI is VoLTE will not work, and there is no FP fingerprint scanner working on GSI, and no Bluetooth calling too. PHH is trying his best to fix the FP, and VoLTE will not be fixed because Exynos processor has a different implementation of VoLTE other than the Snapdragon processor, and Bluetooth calling will be fixed in coming updates. So stay tuned in the Samsung Galaxy A50 Telegram group. The link is in the description, so check it out. I'll be back after this one is flashed. As you can see, the image has been flashed successfully. So now reboot to recovery. You'll get a warning that no OS installed. Are you sure you wish to reboot? So swipe it. That's no problem. And let it boot into the recovery. Then you should flash that overlay file which have kept in the description. Install upper level. So I have this A50 overlay prop. You might have A50 Sim 1 prop, A50 Sim 2 prop. So basically, what is the difference between Sim 1 and Sim 2 is, in Sim 1, if you're using a single Sim with a micro SD card, micro SD card doesn't matter. So if you're using a single Sim, then you might go with the Sim 1 overlay. If you're using two Sims, you might go with the Sim 2 overlay. So I'm gonna A50 overlay prop zip, so I'm gonna flash it. First it will give you an error 7, so go back and again flash this, then it will be successful. So if you so let's boot into the system and do not install. I recommend you not to install the TW because it is so annoying. Now it is gonna boot into the Evolution X, which is my personally favorite GSI for this A50. As you can see, Evolution X is now booting up. So let me just show you how it looks. Actually, I like this boot animation Havoc, which has the Android boot animation. So as you can see, it has been booted. If you did not flash that overlay file, you would have a deeper corner padding over here, which makes it one of the most unstable, and if you did not flash that overlay prop, the animations would be laggy. So I recommend you, before booting the GSI, flash that overlay file. So start, and it will search for the Wi-Fi. I'm just quickly gonna connect it to my Wi-Fi and show you. Now I'm gonna connect it to my Wi-Fi. So it is connected. As I've told you, there is no VoLTE support in the GSIs. So there will be no VoLTE symbol over here. So that's the limitation. If you need for the pure performance and Google's pure software with some Evolution X tweaks, I recommend you, this is one of the best GSI over there available for A50. I'll meet you after the setup is completed. As you can see now, you can copy data from the cloud, so a backup from the cloud. So I'm gonna use it as my daily driver. So I am going to add my official Google account to this. So after adding the Google account, I'll see ya. If you have enabled two-step verification or authenticator, you'll have this. So oh shit, if you have enabled two-step verification, you'll get this. If you have another device, you can tap yes, it will automatically pop up. So if you haven't tapped it, you'll get a SMS to your main SIM. So it automatically recognizes it, and you just agree to everything in this. It will take some time to restore your apps into this based on your internet speed and connection. So I'm gonna restore my A50, which I was in the One UI. So it will ask you for the old screen lock option. So I'm just gonna quickly do that. Enter that. It will verify, and I get to restore my data. And you just accept it. I'm gonna go with PIN. You might be wondering what is the green circle on this page. Well, this is the fingerprint scanner, but it is in the early stages, so it won't enroll, so it doesn't work. PHS is working on the fingerprint scanner in A50 as well as A51, so stay tuned for the news in Samsung Galaxy A50 group in Telegram. So I'm just gonna skip it and leave and get a reminder. So it will get restored. As you can see, it has been restored, and go home just, and you booted your Evolution X ROM in this A50. Now so far this is my favorite and best GSI for A50. And if you want that enable extended brightness, I would like to recommend you that do this step, because double tap to wake, these are the Samsung exclusive features which you will be losing in Evolution X ROM. But thanks to the PHH, that he's brought everything in this one section. So if you want a glove mode, you can enable it. If you have stereo mode, you can enable it. Go back, and here the Evolver, this is the section of the Evo X section where you can customize a lot of themes like themes, status bar, notifications, quick settings, and everything. So this is the Evo X and its beauty of this software. I personally like this. And thank you for watching Pinnacle Tech. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you turn on the subscribe and turn on that bell icon here. Thank you.